They've both played in the final of a Premier League. Anderson's won one. They've both played in a final of a World Championship. Neither's won that yet. This should be a great game, Rodney. Really looking forward to this one.
We are. And I thought the crowd were noisy in those first two games, but it has gone up a different level now for Gary Anderson. He complains when he's playing in England that he gets booed. He certainly isn't getting booed here. But Simon Whitlock, Rod, is a player that won't let that crowd affect him. He will just get up there and play his own game. And again, like Hamilton in the previous game, Anderson has got to put a win on the board.
They could erupt. Well, just let the blue touch paper simmer away. But when Anderson hits his first maximum, they will erupt. He hit 68 in the weekly regular rounds in 2011. 68 maximums.
This man Anderson, prolific on the treble 20 when he's on fire. When that rhythm starts to go as smooth as silk, then everybody has to look out. As we said, Simon Whitlock, he certainly is in the same category as Andy Hamilton, a fighter. You have to play well to beat him. He isn't going to give you any leg, let alone a game.
Whitlock beat Wade here. Last year, Anderson defeated Hamilton. One of two home games will be in Glasgow in week 8.
45.
But Dave Clark, you and Wayne alluded to it before the matches started. The home crowd, they want you to do so well, so badly, Rodney, but it brings pressure, puts weight on your shoulders.
No question, that sometimes happens. You try to win it for them as much as yourself, and you start to miss the shots like he has now. I mean, this is an important situation in this first leg. He didn't hit a treble, so now perhaps Whitlock will get 6 darts from 174. So one treble gives him 1 dart at a double if Anderson doesn't take out the 108.
56. Gary O'Dwell, 108.
Flower of Scotland echoing around the arena as Anderson looks at 108. Not going to happen. 68 left. Well, missed the big number again.
Gary O'Dwell, 118.
And we know Whitlock's stock in trade is the 3-picker finishes.
Well, he should stand that treble 20. That leaves him double 19 for the first leg. Well, he's just stepping back. That normally caused a little bit of stir in the crowd. And he misses it.
Gary O'Dwell, 67.
Got to keep the rhythm going. So now 67, and Anderson's made a bit of a hash of this first leg, but double top to put the first leg on the board. Oh, and that's wayward.
Straight at it or 6.32 for Whitlock. Straight at double 19 and straight into double 19. And Whitlock takes the first leg.
Game on.
Oh, Anderson absolutely give that first leg away. From round about 160, 9 darts, and he only had 1 of those darts at a double. You can't do that in the professional game, let alone this Premier League. You're going to get punished, and we talk about being punished all the time. But you do, Rod, you miss darts at a double, you have a bad score, you know the guy's going to come over the top of him.
134.
Well, Anderson is the sharp-dressed man. Whitlock looks like a star from a ZZ Top tribute act.
Simon wearing a black armband there for an old friend of his, Roy Christopher. Roy Christopher gave Simon his first 3 darts that he ever threw.
Back in New South Wales, Australia. Well, they're giving Anderson every encouragement, the Aberdonians. What a thrill to be up on stage and to sing your name like that, Robin. Happened to you often, obviously.
There's no better feeling, honestly, there isn't. It just is the most thrilling thing that you can ever do as Anderson puts in the first maximum of the match and made it look so easy. There's certainly a big chance now to get the throwback. Certainly is now. He's going to get at least a dart at the bullseye. But again, Whitlock has put the pressure on this shot.
Well, only one dart at ball then for Anderson.
38.
Didn't threaten it.
Sarah 68.
Well, the double top of the first leg was miles away from Anderson. The bullseye was just as far. And now Whitlock. And I go for the wire in between the 8 and the 16. That leaves double 16 for a 2-0 lead. He doesn't worry about the booze. Straight in the double 16. And certainly Whitlock looking very solid.
100.
Well, Anderson went from the sublime to the ridiculous in Premier League darts 2011 to 2012. He won the whole shebang in 2011 and finished bottom in 2012. And, well, with the new system in place, Rod,
45.
the elimination of players ranked 9 and 10 in the first round of matches, can't afford to be lurking down the bottom this year.
140.
Well, you lose your first 2 games. Wes Newton lost his first 2. Anderson loses this. It's the pressure that you start to build on yourself from week 3. We start to talk about the elimination side of things, and it's in their ear holes all the time, and it takes a very
59.
strong character to come out of it.
Crowd behind Anderson. Anderson behind Whitlock. 2-0. But 2-0 up in maximums, that's what they've come to see. And Anderson will deliver plenty of these. Got to deliver some finishes.
Well, it's incredible how easy he makes the scoring side of this game look. When he gets to the doubles, there's a bit of a problem finishing, but he got plenty of lead now for double 16.
49.
Well, he's going to get at least another 3, perhaps 6. But he needs to clean it up quickly, otherwise he'll think about it over the next few legs.
Well, so Anderson's got half a dozen at 32. At least half a dozen. Double 8 now. Well, he's used 3 of them.
When you've got that in your head, and Gary talks about it himself a bit too much for my liking, when you get that missing the doubles in your head, it just goes on and on like a cancer. It gets inside you, and then
105.
Anderson, this has got to be first dart. If he misses the first dart, he could be in trouble. That is dead centre. That'll settle him down. You can see in his face the relief in Anderson's face. And there we have it. That's the dart that gets him back in this match.
Sheepish. Fernando.
140.
There's the beard. To be feared. Kicks off with a ton 40. That's his 3rd of the match. He's yet to hit a 180 in the Premier League 2013. Well, wins already for Raymond van Barneveld and Andy Hamilton. Whitlock 57. In front here against Anderson. 2-1, but some corkers to follow. Phil Taylor, 16 times world champ, against Lewis, 2 times world champ, as Anderson hits his 3rd max of the match, and last on a tasty menu of darts, Michael van Gerwen against home favourite Robert Thornton. Now from Ayrshire.
Certainly the next game, Lewis against Taylor. We're all looking forward to that one. What Lewis is going to turn up, we know what Taylor's going to turn up. Lewis has got to get out of the gate quick. In this match, Anderson 3 180s already, makes that scoring look so easy. He just needs to bring on a sub for the doubles.
40.
You're volunteering, are you, Roderick?
129.
Whitlock's left his favourite, 170. He may not get a go at it. Ball!
104. Sarah 170.
Well, Whitlock, king of the 170s, leaves it a lot, gets it quite a few times, won't get it this time. Gonna have to hit a treble, which he's done. He puts the pressure on. Anderson now coming back to break the throw and get it back to level pegging. Double 4, 2 big darts for Anderson.
21.
My goodness me.
Sarah 74.
Well, he's been handed a lifeline. Well, 15 for ball. Bullseye. He's adept at hitting it. He has hit it. He is the master of the middle of the board. Simon Whitlock, and Anderson pays a heavy price for more profligacy on the doubles.
Again, Anderson giving legs away. And Simon Whitlock, after hit the 9, you didn't fancy him to hit the bullseye, but it was dead centre. The pressure on him from the crowd, and there's the averages. Anderson still in the lead on the averages, so he's outscoring
100.
Simon Whitlock. But it's those doubles. There we have the turntables. 3 180s and none for Whitlock still.
And look at the doubling. He must feel he's got Bobby George on his shoulder like a parrot, shouting trebles for show, doubles for dough. 1 out of 10 for Anderson is just
100.
Well, it's borderline hopeless, isn't it?
Well, it is, even for a guy down the pub would expect more than that. But Anderson,
100.
you know, as I keep saying, how he can be so prolific on the treble 20 and then he can't hit the doubles, which are at least twice the size of the treble. It's all down to those 6 inches in between the ears, I'm afraid.
Yeah, purely
97.
psychological, as diagnosed by Dr. Rodney Harrington, PhD. Sometimes when he's throwing at the trebles, you feel he'll never miss, and when he's throwing at the doubles, you feel he'll never hit.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Gary perhaps needs to sit down and work out why. I know why. He's putting pressure on himself. And the more you talk about missing doubles, the more you're going to miss it. So first of all,
84.
don't ever talk. If anybody says anything, say, no, I'm great on doubles. And even kid yourself into playing well. Double 15, can he kid himself? He's kidded himself into a double. 90 checkout puts him back in this match.
Well, the daft thing is, despite his disastrous lack of doubling dexterity, he's only a leg behind here. It is a break of throw, but he's only 1 behind Anderson.
60.
And if he can tap on the turbo with the score, he can get back into this. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. And once the second went in, the third was nigh on a certainty.
He does make it look so easy, especially when that first dart is in the right position. Such a natural player, but here's Whitlock now coming back for his first maximum of the match. What a time to get it. That is absolutely perfect for Anderson.
100.
Yeah, Whitlock's first maximum of this year's Premier League. It came in his 16th leg he's played. Staggering stat. Will 1 bring 2 for the beard?
I call that cutting the 180 in half. Needed to follow that up with a treble because you open it up for your opponent to punish up.
85.
And we talk about missed numbers. What a time for Anderson. So now Whitlock, 6 darts from 104. And I fancy him to fill this up. Surely another treble 20.
100.
Surely not, Rodney. But he leaves 104, and he will get a stab at that because Anderson's slack last start left him out of range. Leaves double 18, but it will be no surprise to see Whitlock carve this up. 16 route. The treble would have left tops.
80.
Not the greatest doubles on the dartboard. You've got to hit it first dart, Gary. No, you mustn't split it. Oh, getting closer and closer, and again 3 darts missed at the double. Lex Whitlock. You can see Simon just taking a big deep breath. He knows this is worth 2 legs to him.
Number 6. Missed by a bemused Whitlock. Anderson has another 3. A double 18. At the 6th time of asking, Gary Anderson takes the 6th leg. It's 3-all.
Game on.
Well, the way he's scoring, he deserves to be level pegging. Whitlock will rue those 3 missed darts. It would have taken 4-2 up. And is this the time when Gary Anderson steps up to the mark and starts to take control, because with his scoring, he should do.
Well, the scoring visits are buying him more and more shots and doubles, buying him more and more lottery tickets. He just can't pick the right numbers out. It's a wonderful third dart there. He picks that one over the top.
Whitlock keeps himself in the leg. Anderson again finds the treble 20 with his first dart.
98.
He's over 18s to leave himself a shot out. And Whitlock finding himself trailing really for the first time in the match. 6 darts from 164 for Anderson to take the lead for the first time.
Stayed there. He didn't want to treat us to a roof raiser. Tees up tops. The big crowd would have preferred a 60-54 bull. Pragmatic from the showman Anderson,
but very sensible, very professional. He's going to miss it. Only left 2 darts on the double, but now he's got 3 darts, a double top. Only needs the 1. Takes a 4-3 lead for the very first time in this match. And now Anderson, a bit of emotion. He's on a run.
They've met 23 times since 2007, 12-11 in Anderson's favour, and he's edged in front here. He's got the scoring edge. Oh, here he goes again!
140.
The checkout stats will make sorry really for Anderson, but they're a lot better than they were. Remember, he had 1 from 10 early doors, now 4 from 18. That's 3 from the last 8. Even that's not great, but it's a lot better than it was.
Well, on the ton table, he is walking. 2 up on the ton 40s, 2 up on the 180s. That's literally 2 legs of darts right there. So a big chance here for Anderson now to put his first match, first win on the board. A little bit of pressure coming on Simon. The darts are starting to go low with that treble 20. That means tightness in the arm.
Well, we have many brilliant atmospheres on the Premier League circuit, the Premier League circus, but up here in Aberdeen is spectacular. It's not the biggest venue, but it's certainly amongst the most passionate and very friendly, as long as you're Scottish.
Everybody can hack a little bit of booing. That's what this is all about. Oh, he wants the bullseye. Is he going to go? He's got to go for it.
145.
He just checked Simon Whitlock's score there. Now this would hurt Gary Anderson if Simon Whitlock can take this out. Is he going to go for the 18s or the treble 20? He went for the 18s, so Anderson comes back
58
for a 5-3 lead.
Double 8 then, for 5-3. Miles away, double 4. In the middle. Anderson has won 4 straight legs.